Hello again to all my DIY brides and professional wedding planners out there. Here's another really practical tip when it comes to having a speedy, efficient service during the cocktail hour. Everyone I talk to is always concerned, will the lines be long? Will service be slow and unpredictable during that first hour of service when it really counts? And they have good reason to, but some of the ideas they suggest actually create more problems, not solutions, when we're trying to make the bar more efficient during cocktail hour. One such idea that comes up a lot in my conversations with my clients is that if we have two bartenders behind the bar and one or two bartenders out in front with pre-poured wine or beer on trays, that can help get the line going faster because people are they're getting drinks before they have to get in line. This is really not a good idea. I know at first it sounds, ooh, how elegant. I have people passing drinks on display and greeting people, and it's very, thoughtful. The problem with that is that when you have 150 guests coming to the bar at once, you do not know what they're going to order. They could order sparkling wine, they could order a basic whiskey and Coke, or they could order some really elaborate specialty cocktail we have on the menu. You don't know what they're going to choose. And so there's two problems with this. One is if you have pre-poured drinks on trays, those are now spent, they're now used, whether someone drinks them or not. So if they don't get drunk, they're going to be set aside and turn warm and get thrown down the sink in an hour anyway, which means that serving could have been used later when it was actually called for later on in the service. So you've actually wasted a lot of product that you will need later. The other problem is because you have your staff now out and about serving drinks that may or may not even get used, you have one less person behind the bar who is available to make drinks that are being ordered. So either you have to bulk up on more staff just to maintain the need of the hour, or you're going to suffer speed of service by having one of your bartenders out and about doing things that aren't even necessarily called for. The best solution of all is having, like I mentioned in previous videos, one large station, 3 to 4 feet of working space per bartender, so usually 2 8-foot bars is enough to cover what you need, and then having each bartender serve like their own line. Each bartender is its own bar, so to speak, so you can serve 4 people or more at once. And in our case, like I mentioned before, our bartenders make 6 to 8 drinks a minute, which means speed of service is nice and efficient, and your entire wedding is getting their drinks within about 20 minutes. Adequate and nimble staffing means faster service and a much more memorable cocktail hour. Remember, you're hiring us for not just our hands, but also for our brains. Learn to expect more from your bartending service.